The poetry of Francis Scott Key, harmonized beautifully by children from the Warren Prescott School. This rehearsal in preparation for a performance to help mark the anniversary of the Battle of Bunker Hill, a battle that took place just blocks from here in Charlestown.
Joseph Warren and Colonel Prescott, too.
That's excellent. I mean, you must be proud to have a school that you're in named after two of the heroes of the battle.
Fifth grade is when Boston kids really learn about the American Revolution, but these second graders are getting an early lesson.
Right where the Bunker Hill Monument is built is where that battle took place.
You likely know about that shot heard round the world, gunfire in Lexington and Concord that sparked fighting over many miles. Bunker Hill was different.
This is one of the most iconic battles in American military history.
Marine Corps veteran Patrick Boyce is a lead ranger with the National Park Service.
The battle fought here was very much like a European-style set-piece battle. You have lines of men facing each other at close range, fighting for one key piece of the strategic terrain overlooking the northern part of Boston.
Recreated in exhibits at the Bunker Hill Museum, the year was 1775 during the Siege of Boston. Colonial militia had British troops largely trapped after redcoats sailed into the city to quash rebellion over the king's policies. All that taxation without representation. Patriots got word the British planned to break out by seizing high ground in Dorchester on June 18th, so they fortified their own hill.
It was throwing down the gauntlet, almost daring the British Army to come out of Boston and to fight.
Around midnight on June 16th, under the cover of darkness, about 1,000 colonists shoulder to shoulder constructed what's called a redoubt.
Earthworks, 160 feet by about 130 feet. Walls nearly 8 feet high, 6 feet wide, with a wooden interior.
Seeing it at daybreak on June 17th, the British were compelled to attack.
This was something they had to confront because the colonists do have cannons here.
The battle itself lasted hours, not days. That famous quote, "Don't fire until you see the whites of their eyes," is attributed to Colonel William Prescott, who commanded the redoubt. See, the Patriots' muskets only reached so far.
80 to 100 yards
100
for
yards.
individual target.
Is that a football field then?
About that, exactly. So the colonists are actually waiting until the British are within 30 yards before opening fire the first time.
The conflict was brutal.
The first colonist who was killed here is decapitated by a cannonball, a guy called Asa Pollard. Now, if you looked over at your buddy and he's now a headless torso, you might rethink, what are you doing here? If you can imagine here in the redoubt being approached by a British grenadier as he's chanting in unison, "Fight, conquer, or die," you gotta be prepared to fight back with whatever you have, with rocks, with tomahawks, hunting knives, even their bare fists.
In the end, out of gunpowder, the colonists retreat. Their general, Joseph Warren, who chose to fight rather than command, is killed. Their victory comes in the high number of British casualties and their fortitude.
These are farm boys. Despite the violence, the carnage, the losses, it wasn't that they threw aside their weapons and decided, every man for himself, let's run for it. The army stayed intact. It stayed intact in order to fight another day.
Back at the Warren Prescott School, the story told is one of valor and age-appropriate. Bill Foley worked for the National Park Service for 30 years before retiring. He was instrumental in creating this children's booklet about the battle and the iconic monument built to commemorate those lost.
It's called the Bunker Hill Time Machine. It's about two students on a field trip that are using a history app on their cell phone. And the app accidentally takes them back in time to Charlestown in the 1700s. Our plan is to donate the booklet to the local libraries and the schools, and then to get it out on the Freedom Trail.
Foley says this chapter in America's history should be remembered and celebrated.
The men and women, the farmers and merchants that left their homes and came to this hill to fight what they believed was oppression. It's an important story, not just locally, but nationally.
The colonists lost this battle. But of course, they still prevailed in the war. And that really was the lesson learned from this battle. It was all about perseverance. And it's arguably the fulcrum point under which the American Revolution turns. Really, there's no July the 4th without June the 17th.
A great history refresher, and of course it all happened right here. But where exactly? The climax of the battle did happen where the monument stands, but that's actually Breed's Hill. It seems the initial order was to fortify Bunker Hill, a higher hill in Charlestown, but Breed's was closer to Boston and gave the colonists better range with their cannons. After the battle, it was referred to as the Battle of Bunker Hill, and the name stuck.